because I'm not perfect. So I'm trying, you know.
Which leads me to my next question is, in all of this that you get to be responsible for this, for that, for you being a man, how do you take care of your own inner child?
So let me see. How do I take care of my own?
So who are you to you when you're not having to be responsible for everything and everyone? How do you take care of your own self? And the little boy inside of you?
Maybe it's been a while I took care of that little boy. You know, but if I will take care of him, I won't do anything. I just sleep.
You just sleep?
I'll just sleep and have nothing to worry about, and watch movie and watch football and, you know, and just be irresponsible. You know, but so far I create time. I think the most fun thing that I do to myself is I watch football, and I look forward to it. You know, I look forward to, Man City lost some days ago. Then I check when the next game, Newcastle. Okay, I'll have something to look forward to on Saturday. We are playing by 4 p.m. So I try walk around that time. Say, okay, this 2 hours is me time to watch football. So when I don't have that time, I used to get angry, man. Like, I just want to watch football. Like, why are you disturbing me now? So I try to have that time. Sometimes I watch movie, but I don't watch movies like with lots of concern. Like, I don't watch movie, cause when I'm watching a movie, I'm looking for something. Like, okay, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to see what can be done. Okay, so maybe you are watching a movie and it's set in the olden days, and I start thinking to myself, how can this apply to now? What can be done now? Like, I don't watch, like, I just want to enjoy, like, but something I don't do with that is football. I just watch or enjoy. But funny enough, because I like my coach. He's the best leader. He's an amazing leader. So
what club are you?
Manchester City.
Manchester City.
That's Pep Guardiola. Because when I finish watching the movie, I go and watch his post-match remark. And sometimes it will be horrible. And this guy will come to the press and say, we played fantastic today. But I stride right through his emotion, or it's through the line. He's protecting his team. For example, someone got a red card. Say, and he will say, because there was a time we signed one guy, Stones. Stones was horrible. Imagine you just signed this new player, you believe so much in him, and his first 3 months, it was horrible. But this time, this guy will come to say, he has more courage than anybody here. This guy is very courageous. You could see the way he's handling. But I know, like, he's saying that for Stones' purpose, and there was we won Champions League 2 seasons ago, and it is because of Rodri and Stones, and it is not about what happened 2 seasons ago. It was because of everything the coach has been doing for the past 5-6 years, which is instilling courage in him, letting him know that, you can mess up. It's fine to mess up, but you just have to keep trying. So I watch him a lot, and we are horrible this season. His wife divorced him, and his wife divorced him. I'm now thinking, maybe his wife is the secret source because this is the shittiest season of his career. So sometimes I still watch him, how he reacts, how he handles things, and is one role model. I can't wait for his book. I can't wait to sit with him like this. I say, man, guy, I'd like to die.
I'll find a way to make sure that happens.
Please. And that was one of the reasons why I came to Manchester.
When we saw in Manchester.
Yes, when we saw, that was one of the reasons why I came. I went to see 3 games. And every time I'm watching, I'm just looking at Pep. Like,
how is he
reacting? But I like him. I like him so much.
Awesome. Clearly, like football.
So that's one way I take care of my inner self. My inner child. It's football. If I don't, like, there's just never a moment where there's nothing going through my head. Like either you are worrying about this or you're thinking about this. Yeah. So those 2 hours, so I it's
I have a follow-up question, which is, when you're being a responsible man, when you're doing your responsibilities, how many times out of 10 times do you enjoy it, and how many times out of 10 times do you not enjoy it? To be very honest.
So I'll put I'll classify my responsibilities maybe 3. One is business wise, second is at home, and third is others. So at what point don't I enjoy my job? Well, my job and business. When it becomes stressful, because kind of industry I play in, that there's bound to be some sort of uncertainties. So maybe you have rate fluctuation, and so I probably don't enjoy it. Family wise, when there's discord at home, because there's no way, they say even the teeth and tongue they fight. There's no, so when there's discord at home, man, I hate it, man. I hate when, so let me backtrack a bit. Before I met my wife, I used to have a guy we're staying together in Skyfield, and me and the guy will I hardly have misunderstandings with my friend, but me and this guy, we just don't get along. So that's coming back. So we're staying together because the company got us the apartment, and we are mandated to stay together. So anytime I'm coming back from work like this, man, the shit, like I can't go back to this place. I don't want to see this guy, So I made a promise to myself, man, I have to marry a good wife, because I can't imagine not wanting to go home, not wanting to be home because of bad energy. That's one time I don't enjoy being a husband or even being a father, because that energy at home, if it's not good, and you can't always have it, you can't always have it 100%, it's bound to happen. But when that energy is not there, man, it affects my productivity, it affects everything. I don't even want to do anything again. Like I won't want to do anything, because I'll just be fuming inside of me, and also, you also don't, like, sometimes you have to allow this moment go, live through itself, because you have one small fight, let's solve it too, because I don't want to have energy. Even if you resolve it, there's still that aura of air lingering. That's one time, me being a man, I just hate it, because sometimes that moment I can choose not to be a man, that I can choose not to be responsible, which is I leave this house, I'll go be somewhere, or have a girlfriend that, just you bring me peace right now. Like, let me just be with you at this moment. But I'm not that kind of person too. So that moment, is what not that I don't enjoy, being responsible. And maybe family, that's others, and others I'll say family, friends, when there is pressure to be present. There's pressure to be present, because, for example, I have my own pressure I'm dealing with, and then I have one person disturbing me. How far, you don't reply my message now. That moment I just like, I'm not even replying. I'm not even replying you, because like come on, man, don't stress me right now. Do you know what, like, 1 million things going through my head? So sometimes the responsible thing will be, Alpha, sorry, just apologize, and talk, but sometimes I choose to, you want to not be a man, because again, my definition of man is responsibility, or be responsible, so that moment I don't enjoy it, when there's pressure, pressure to even to my father, to my parents, how far, like, let's talk, and I don't want to, or I'm not in the right frame of mind, that's when I don't enjoy.
That's a good answer. I like the fact that you said, and I think that most women don't really know that when things are not great at those moments, they feel like they're the ones only going through it. Like the
Yeah,
men are going through it a whole lot worse because I think because men are not allowed to share their emotions as much, they bottle it, but they're actually going through that deep pain a whole lot more than the women.
I agree with you, and I have like close friends that we are married, and we talk about this type of things. And I can tell you, we all like everyone. It's the same thing they are saying about their wives. Like it's the same thing. Like this woman, can she just calm down? Or this woman, can she just stop boning and frowning and bringing having bad energy? Or can this woman just allow me be me? Or can this woman just just chill, like just chill, like stop, speaking on everything, stop stressing me. It's the same thing, or everything revolves around, same thing. And I bet you probably the women that also have their own group where
Can you just behave?
yeah, can you just behave, they're probably all just saying the same thing, but yes, we go through it, like I have my friends that will call me, be like, man, I can't walk, man. I'm at the office, I can't walk. I said, why? See this now, like she's, we had this issue, we had, this, and now, like, just, I've even apologized, but she's not still, responding, she's not this, and it's affect. So I think, luckily for me, because there was a time where all these things I'll just keep to myself, I won't want to share, because I feel like, who am I talking to? You probably won't understand. But luckily, I have friends who are also married, or also even beyond married, because it's different when you're married without a child. When you're married and with child, it's different. There are some things I can share with you that you are married, but you don't have a child, you won't understand. Or you will give me a wrong advice, because you will advise me
Based on my situation.
yes, because she should take over now, like she can't understand that you are working, but there is, like, immediately you just start talking, say, man, I sincerely to you, say, I understand that, man, like, even my own wife, this is what I've been doing, there's a lot of pressure, raising a child, it's a lot of responsibility. And then you just see things from, his own perspective, and be like, okay, true, maybe I am just being an asshole too, like, maybe I have to, like, just, I have to do better, so luckily for me, I have friends who we are in similar situations, who probably have one or two child, their children are about the same age, we have similar realities, so they can understand where I'm coming from. And sometimes they'll say, oh, seriously, you are wrong. Oh, well, seriously, you are right. However, let's also see it from this perspective, so I'm lucky. I'll say lucky, because not everyone has this, and it's something we also have to cultivate, build, because not everyone likes sharing, because you also want to see your inefficiencies, because we as men, before I share with you, I have to be sure that, man, you have my back, because there are some things I can't share, like, say your wife does something to you, because for men, we hold our pride at the very, very, very high. So, for example, just random example, it doesn't mean that this is my case. Say your wife talks, like, maybe just talks to you in a way that you find it rude, right? But you understand she's angry. She just say, no, I don't like this, she say it's rude to you, and you don't like it. You now share with your friend and say, guy, can you believe that my wife said before you are able to share that, you have, yes, because you just want to, like, so your wife will follow you talk like that, like, you understand. So men are very, very protective of their ego, and you also want to you want your friends to respect you, you want your wife to respect you. If your friend believes that your wife can talk to you like this, then he loses respect for you. Then you cannot tell him, like, you and your wife, they follow you talk like this. What right do you have to tell me, to do this? So you have to be very, very, like, you have to be very, very, very sure that this person, one, has my back. This person, the fact that I'm telling him does not mean that you go and tell this other person, because in marriage, like, marriage is a vulnerable. You have to be on yourself 100%. And for example, you go home, you and your wife, for example, are fighting, and your wife say, or let me do a better example. You and your wife don't have sex. Maybe you guys are just having sex one way or the other. Something happened for the past 2 months. You've not been having sex. It's going to be hard for you to tell another guy, oh, my wife, they give me. Like, it'll be like, because one, it could be so many things. It could be, oh, maybe you are not good enough. Maybe you're not satisfying her. Or maybe, like, anything that has to do with guys are self-doubting themselves and their pride. It's hard to share with another man. A woman can easily say, my husband is not having sex with me. So why now? Oh, baby, oh, let's do this. Guy, I'm on a wow. And it's very, very hard. So you cannot, like, there are some things, you just bottle it in that, it's just my problem. It's just my problem. I need to find a way. So sometimes, for me, I am lucky that I have friends that they know me more than me because we've been through a lot of things together.
I want to say, I trust the friends that you have because I know them.
Yeah, we've gone through shit things together, and like, I've been on the phone when they are crying to me. I've cried on the phone to them, like, man, like, I'm going through this. Not even marriage, like, business-wise, like, so many things, because life is happening. And in fact, sometimes even before I cry in front of my wife, I've cried to some of these guys because, like, they're not my guys, they're my brothers. You understand? Like, man, like, guy, like, there was a time I went through an experience, and it was a very shitty experience. Like, money matter. Sent money to someone, the person did not remit to the right person. It was just a messy situation. So we had to go and report at the police station. So I went. I was about writing statement. Of just to write statement to, like, I'll call him my brother, was my friend with my brother was beside me. I just looked up. I just saw my eye. I saw him cry. I said, why you they cry? I said, guy, last time I was right to say, man, like, how are you going to resolve this? Because even when I didn't know how we were going to resolve it then. Like, why you they cry for me? I said, no, don't worry, we'll go find the money. It's not, we'll find it. Like, just to let you know the level, like, of how close I am to some of them. And that's why I'm saying I am lucky, because not everyone can share, can share this. And luckily, next day or some days, we got it resolved. I was like, guy, I fear for you. I say, man. But it just made me see him on another level that, man, this guy was, bro. Sorry. Sorry. Like, it made me see him in another way that, man, so I have someone. Because the next person that, I don't even think my wife was worried.
Women are just doing their own thing. And I know because I know how women can be very oblivious to the feelings of men.
Yeah.
I've also been that person.
Yeah.
And I've had to learn it the hard way to say that this man is just a boy who's trying to be a man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I really, really think that women need to be more cognizant of who they are and what they have as, this person isn't just my husband, this person is a human being.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. If I can tell you one thing that I've learned from men, See, men, they like respect more than any, like that's pride, that their self pride. Well, maybe I'm speaking for me, maybe for me, but also like the people I'm close with, because everything can be resolved easily if you just keep believing that his self pride is protected, his respect, okay, it can have so many faults, it can be this, it can be that, it can be that, but that guy, because like when I speak to my friends, or when like it's the same thing, it revolves around the same thing. Some of them even admit that, oh yeah, I was wrong, I didn't do this thing right, but the reaction, like, what, but why she go come follow me talk like that? Let's even say I did this, it's like I'm the man, so yeah.
This respect and ego thing, were men born with it, or is it society that placed it on men?
So for me, I think it's a mix of both, because immediately you were born, you were made to understand that you are a man, and that being a man, you cannot do some certain things. You have to do some certain things. Any man that, for example, is comfortable with the fact that he's not providing at home, is not a man. Is what I have been made to believe. You understand? Like growing up, like I saw that, even like growing up, my mom was the breadwinner. Like she had her business going well for her, but I could tell that my dad was always trying. He always go find something. He will always come back from work trying to do this. And one of the reasons why he even made us go stay in the village for a while, because he told us then that I don't have what it takes to take care of you guys now, but I'll come back and pick you guys. And by the time we came back, he sent me to one of the best secondary schools in Lagos, because it was now, I have to. So me growing up seeing that this is how my parents are. Also, even for me, myself, they will, you're a man now, like, this is like, so all these things that have come with provision, protection, being responsible for your actions, you sticking to your word. When you say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. You being disciplined. They've put all that in me growing up. It comes with some form of pride that, after everything I'm working for, I feel like I should be respected in some way. So that's why, like, I feel people that, and that's why, like, when you see people say, I cannot marry someone who is earning more than me and all those things, it's because they feel like, if I am not the one providing, you will not be able to listen to me. My word will not hold ground to you. Again, it's a feeling, because I don't 100% agree with it. I don't agree with it, because respect is reciprocal. Respect is a lot of things. Respect is a lot of things. How you carry yourself, how you what is your role, what's your role in, and how you fulfilling exactly. But people feel, maybe if I'm not providing enough, they think, if I'm not providing, they will not respect me. Because we've also grown up to be, your soul as a man. One thing, number one, your house, you have to provide. What they will eat, what they will eat, what they will wear, you have to be able to provide that. So I think the society is one, and also is biologically how we've been wired. That's nature. That even in the Bible, when Adam was first created, the Bible said, I'll provide you an helpmate, someone who's meant to support you. Why you're also supporting her though? But we've been made to believe that Adam's core responsibility is number one. Eve is meant to support, whereas to 100% is not always true. You're meant to support each other. You're meant to lead each other. I lead in some ways, my wife lead in some ways, I lead in some things, she lead in some things because she's better at it than me. There are some things I am better at. For example, right from I was born, I don't know how to cook, but I can learn, and I learned how to cook some things like spag. Jollof spag, that one.
As long as you're
Yeah. So so I learned how to do some things which and my wife too. She probably didn't even know how to cook some things, but we have to eat at home. So okay, Toyosi, you figure this out. I will figure this out. So mutual understanding. When we first gave birth to our child, the taking care of the child, I wasn't at first. I wasn't like involving myself, but I had to learn. I had to learn because I learned that I now be like it's not a woman's responsibility alone. It's our job. Change the diaper, wear clothes, dress her. Maybe the only thing I can do is make her hair. I can take care of my daughter alone. So it's not. I don't see responsibilities and roles as one person thing. I think it's a thing of understanding between two people, both parties. But I also think that the respect, respect, and men are looking for respect and craving respect as our own sign of love, because that's what I think men see as love, to them, comes from, our upbringing and also the way things have naturally been, it has naturally evolved, yeah.